Hi, Congregation Beth. It's Rabbi Rosenberg, and I am officially back from sabbatical. As you probably knew, for the past 3 months, I have effectively not been working at Congregation Beth. But now that February is here, I am back at work in just about every sense. So now that I'm back, I want to take a moment and first of all offer some heartfelt gratitude. I want to thank the board for supporting this sabbatical time. And I want to thank my colleagues, Cantor Greenblatt, Hillary, Alexis, especially Victoria, who takes so much of the brunt of any time like this. I want to thank them all for making this happen seamlessly. And of course, it also happened because of a lot of volunteers, especially when it came to Shabbat. A number of people stepped up to take my role in services, to give a Devar Torah, to lead Shabbat morning services, to do the cantor's job when she had a night off, all that different, to run the technology. So much volunteerism and just goodwill went into making things run incredibly smoothly, from what I understand while I was gone. I've joked a bunch that my fondest hope was that I'd come back to find out that the synagogue ran just fine without me, but people miss me anyway. And that's exactly what happened. So for everyone who gave of their time and energy and care and patience to let this happen, again, my heartfelt thanks. But I also want to talk just a little bit about the lesson of sabbatical. You may be aware, or it may be obvious, that the word sabbatical has the same root as the word Sabbath or Shabbat. It's a time of rest. And there's a lot of reasons for a day of rest or a few months of rest. Part of it is to recharge, for sure. It has been a difficult 2 years for everyone. And I literally do not know a working adult who doesn't want, need, and deserve a 3-month sabbatical. So I'm very aware of how privileged I am to be one of the few who gets this, despite being one of the many who needed this. So that ability to rest and recharge is absolutely fundamental to why we need a break, whether it, again, be a day or a month or more. But in addition, there's something that happens when we step away from our work, and it's that it challenges us to think about who we are in relation to what we do. It is so easy for most of us to start to identify ourselves with our career. Being a rabbi is not just a 9-to-5 job, obviously, and most people watching this will relate to this in some way or another. Rabbi often becomes not just what I do, but who I am. But it's not who I am. Don't get me wrong. I love being a rabbi. I love being the rabbi of Congregation Beth Am. But at my core, I'm not Rabbi Rosenberg. At my core, I'm just me. Even the other roles in my life, the ones I love dearly, husband, father, friend, all of those things, they are so important to me, but they're not fundamentally who I am. Who I am, it can't be described, not because I'm special, but because I'm not special, because all of us are like this. We have an identity that undergirds and transcends any specific thing that we do, any label that we give ourselves. But again, our career, our daily activity so often becomes one of the, if not the dominant identifier about who we are. Again, I don't say that I work as a rabbi. I say that I am a rabbi. I am the rabbi of Congregation Beth Am. And sabbatical is a chance to step back from that and realize that I don't need to be Rabbi Rosenberg or the rabbi of Beth Am to be myself. I have an identity which is greater than that, even if I can't exactly describe it. And we all do. If we never step back from what we usually do, we never get to see ourselves as anything other than that. Now, again, I know that most people watching this are not in the position where they can take 3 months off, but that doesn't mean that you can't take some time off. That's what Shabbat is for. Shabbat is supposed to be an opportunity to step back from those definitional jobs and let ourselves just be. Give ourselves the privilege of rest, of wasting time in a way that is not the least bit wasteful. Reading, napping, talking to people that we love, playing with friends, whatever it is that we long to do, we should give ourselves permission to do. So for some people, even a day of this is impossible to imagine. There's too many obligations that we have, and that's real. I'm not telling everyone that you have to take a full day off. I wish I could say that, but it's just not realistic. But if you can, take a day off. Or if you can't take a day off, take an evening off or a morning off or an hour off. Step away from all of the things that you think are required of you. Probably most of them aren't required in every minute of our lives. We can not fix something in our homes. We cannot attend to someone else's needs. We cannot do anything except for maybe be with ourselves or do the thing which brings us the most joy. Every week, if you can, give yourselves an hour, a half hour, even 5 minutes, hopefully more than that, to simply be. It is really among the most profoundest gifts that we can give ourselves. I highly recommend using Shabbat for this for obvious reasons. But if Friday night till Saturday evening doesn't work for you, pick a different time. One of my favorite quotes over the past few years has been attributed to any number of people, from various authors to the Dalai Lama. I don't know who said this originally, but I love the quote. We have to remember that we are human beings, not human doings. Our identity, our value, everything about us begins with the simple fact that we are, not with anything that we do. So again, with the deepest gratitude for everyone who made this sabbatical possible and for the time I got to spend with my family, with my friends, and with myself, I give you thanks, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we can all do together now that I'm back.